Good morning, folks. It's 5:17 a.m. and 48.4 degrees. I'm waking up at Annapolis Rocks. I think it's day 82, but it's the day I get out of Maryland, so I'm gonna wake up. Good morning, folks. 6:32 in the morning, 44 degrees. It is indeed day 82, which is nice to know. Just breaking out of Annapolis Rocks campsite over there. Hope y'all enjoyed that little look into my morning. The totally lapsed time for that last shot was 44 minutes in real time, but that's once I wake up and pack up half my tent, and then that's like sleeping bag, sleeping pad, change out my socks, pack up all the stuff that lives on the bottom of my sleeping bag, pack up all the stuff that lives on the bottom of my pack. And then once I got that half packed up, run out, use the restroom, come back with my food bag, and that's about where I hit record. So really only missed about 15 minutes from when I woke up, I think. Yeah, something like that. And now we're on the trail. So regarding last night, very happy to report, seems like my sleeping pad patch held up. Felt like the pad stayed inflated all night, so that's always a bonus. Got a little cool last night, but not that bad. Had dreams all night long, which is cool. Always love that. That means good sleep. Slept good. I will say, Annapolis Rocks, you get all the highway noise pouring right up that hill. So definitely a night I was thankful to have earplugs. Not so much for snoring people or mice or things that go bump in the night, but downshifting tractor trailers descending mountains with that bop type noise and all that. But even with that, still slept pretty good with the earplugs in real deep. So today should be a good day. I was checking weather, and it looks like there might be some afternoon showers and stuff like that, but temperatures will stay amenable, and not necessarily thunderstorms in the forecast. So a little rain just makes the flowers grow, so we'll be all right. A little chilly this morning, as I said, 44 degrees. So I'm gonna get hiking, try and warm up. Appreciate y'all tagging along. I will check in with y'all a little later. Alright folks, it is 57.4 degrees at 11:24. A little windy because we are just getting to High Rock Overlook. That's a 0.2 mile loop off the AT, but I'm not gonna run the loop. I gotta touch every dang blaze, so I'm gonna double back once I'm done here, but I thought I'd give you the view. Lots of graffiti. Hello. How y'all doing? Pretty great. Alrighty. So that's the overlook from High Rock. There's a parking lot here and stuff. I'm not sure. I think it's that way. Down that driveway, kind of in the direction I came, so I guess therefore the direction I'm going. It's this driveway over here that if I'm not gonna do it because I'm from DC and I know how this stuff works, but if you were to walk down that driveway that says road closed ahead, and what else does it say? No parking within 20 feet of gate, no trespassing, and all this and that. In fact, I won't go past the gate, but we'll go down to the gate, because that gate is a back entrance to Camp David, the presidential vacation property, I guess. So that's pretty neat for sure. Yep, U.S. government property, no trespassing. So I'm definitely not going to go into the gate. We'll just go take a look. There's allegedly an SUV that lives here as well, with what might be either the cushiest job or the most punitive job of anyone in like a federal security detail. This installation has been declared a restricted area by authority of the commander in accordance with the provisions of the directive issued by the Secretary of Defense on August 2019, it looks like 54, pursuant to the provisions of Section 21 Internal Security Act of 1950. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. All persons and vehicles entering herein are liable to search, photographing, or making notes, drawings, maps, and graphic representations of the area or its activities are prohibited. Okay, well I'm not entering, so I guess I'm okay. Or specifically, where was I? Graphic representations of the area or its activities are prohibited unless specifically authorized by the commander. Any such material found in the possession of unauthorized persons will be confiscated. So with all the graffiti right there, that's one of the back entrances to Camp David, so that's pretty neat. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, double back, keep moving. Should have somewhere around 5 miles to get to Panmar Park. There goes someone. Should have about 5 miles to get to Panmar Park. And the rumor on Gut Hook is that I can order a pizza there, so that would be pretty fantastic. We'll kind of see how we go. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how reception is. We'll see how their snack bar looks. But, you know, we might end up eating some pizza for lunch, which would be pretty groovy. So, anyways, that's it for now. I'll check back with y'all later. All right, folks, It's 12:36, 59.6 degrees. These mileages are pretty dead wrong, but still a pretty cool sight. Just made it to Panmar Park. I called for a pizza. There's a pizza joint in Waynesboro that's gonna deliver it to me. They said 40 minutes to an hour. Boy, I hope they're able to get here quicker than that. I'd really rather not sit down for that long. Here's the view. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, so I got a really weird pizza. I got a pepperoni, add broccoli and spinach. So I get some fat and I get some greens and I get all that stuff that you really need when you're hiking. There's Bobby D's in Waynesboro. I don't know if they would normally deliver here or if it's just kind of like a slow Tuesday afternoon for them or what, but yeah, I guess I'll kind of wander around this park for a minute, see if I can find a place to plug stuff in. I mean, if I'm going to be sitting here, I may as well charge some stuff. So yeah, we'll kind of wander around a little, see what we find, and I'll check back with y'all when the pizza's here. Just got my pizza. Could not be more excited. So the outlet's way up here by this first aid building. That's where I got like my stuff plugged in kind of around the corner. But I'm gonna keep an eye off that direction where I showed you the view, because that's where the hikers will be walking across that way. And if I wind up going that way if they're northbound. But if I wind up not eating all this pizza, which I may not, I might go ahead and make someone's day with some. So all right, I'm gonna look at oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. All right, y'all, 129 and just ran into Reroute.
Hiya!
She's also the reluctant hiker. She's got her own YouTube channel. So unfortunately I crushed most of the pizza, but go for it. Don't let me keep you anymore.
Awesome. Thank you.
She's so patient for me. But yeah, I crushed most of the pizza. I was keeping my eyes peeled, but luckily saw Reroute wandering around, so she gets the last slice. Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, folks, it is 1:48, 57 degrees. Just leaving Panmar Park. Man, that pizza was really good. And what's more, I mean, it's tough to tell for sure, but I think that even if I wasn't on day 82 of eating mostly ramen, I think I would still have said that that was a really good pizza. So definitely shout out to those guys. That was a darn good pizza. And it kind of really works out. Sometimes the trail just works out. A week or two ago when I was in Shenandoah and I dumped that ramen all over my foot and lost half my lunch, half my dinner, I was able to run into one of the waysides there in Shenandoah and just pick up some more ramen. So it just kind of worked out nice. And then honestly, last night when I was stocking all my snacks into my fanny pack for the day, what a strange sentence that is. When I was loading up all my snacks for the day today, I was like, ooh, I was a little nervous about the rather scant assortment of snacks which I had allocated for the day. So yeah, so to be able to order a pizza on a day when you don't have enough food, that's a bonus. And then when Reroute came through, man, I'll tell you that my penultimate slice of pizza, I was really eating it slow because I really wanted to see a hiker and give away at least one slice of pizza, that last slice. So when I saw her, that was great. I was able to dump off that last slice, and she seemed to really appreciate it. So that's always a good thing. Always a good thing when you can help people out. So yeah, so leaving the park, we're gonna keep moving. I think we've got about 8.5 miles to get to my destination for the day, which is gonna be the Tumbling Run shelter. I'd run into that shelter, what's the word? Shelter manager, caretaker? Caretaker is the word. Shelter caretaker, last year. And really cool guy. He had the same shoes as me. He had the Topos, which which we had a good long conversation about. We actually sat down and chatted probably for like an hour or something. Really cool dude. So I'm not sure, I don't really have any specific reason to think that I'll see him today or tomorrow morning or anything, but you know, he runs a cool shelter, so I can't wait to show it to y'all and kind of recall the memory of hanging out with him when we get there a little later on today. So yeah, I think once we cross these railroad tracks, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep jabbering just another couple minutes, because I think there's something kind of cool on the other side of these railroad tracks, and I want to show it to you without hitting stop and hitting record again. So what else? Oh, something pretty cool. I was checking through GutHook for some of the comments on that whatever that Overlook was. What was it? High Rock Overlook. Because when I was through this section last year, I just skipped it. I was like, whatever. All the comments were pretty negative about it because of the graffiti and stuff. But there was a comment from Andrew Live Life, aka not today, from just a few days ago. He was like, oh, definitely worth it, definitely should go. So I was like, man, he's only a couple days away. So was able to reach out, and we sort of exchanged numbers, and we've been texting back and forth. I guess he's in Waynesboro, excuse me, which is just the closest town to where I am right now. So I'm not sure if he's going to be getting back on trail tomorrow or the day after, or what exactly his plan is, but he definitely seems interested to meet up. I mean, he seems willing to meet up with me, who's definitely excited to meet up. Here we go. Here's the cool thing I wanted to show you. I don't know what all this trash up here is, but that's pretty neat. Mason-Dixon line. And then a bunch of trash, or lost and found or something, but Mason-Dixon line, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I'll go ahead and cut off recording. Hopefully we're able to link up with not today, at some point, the next few days or few weeks or a couple months or whatever. But yeah, anyways, for now we'll get back to hiking, so I'll check in with you all a little later. Hey folks, it is 4:48 p.m. and 61.2 degrees. I made it to the Tumbling Run shelters, which is a pair of side-by-side shelters. Looks like there's like 4 like weekender types who are kind of claiming the shelters, but it's all just as well because I'm a tent guy anyway. So this is going to be just about, I think, maybe the last familiar shelter I'll stay in on what has been the native soil portion of the AT for me. Well, you know what, before I start blabbering, I'll go ahead and set up my tent and get my bed all ready, and then I'll check back in with y'all in a little while, so see you then. Alright folks, well, I got my tent all pitched up down there. One of my favorite things about this Tumbling Run shelter is that there's a big stream that runs right next to the shelter. But that's not the water source. The water source is actually when you cross the stream, there's a piped spring just barely up a hill, maybe 40 feet beyond. The cool thing about that is that it's kind of like guilt-free, you know, you can kind of clean up and freshen up a little bit. So I took a towel, one of my microfiber towels, and just kind of, you know, washed the salt off my body and everything else in the stream. It was cold, but I'm clean now. Well, camp clean anyways. That's definitely one of my favorite things about the shelter. But aside from that, it's just a beautiful shelter. You can see some of the faces up in the tree, which is pretty neat. And it's one of the rare, well, not so rare in Pennsylvania, I guess, but a double shelter here. And the caretaker a few years ago, I guess, put up the signs. So this one's for snoring people, and this one's for non-snoring people. Did you see the signs? Yeah, it's very cute, right?
I should be in that one, but they said they snore as
well. Okay, yeah. I think everyone does. They're not huge shelters, right? Like, what is it? Oh, you could probably fit... You could fit 5 decently comfortably, I think. Dang, but they're nice, beautiful. Look at that stained wood. Dang, real nice. Yeah, and then the other just the same. A couple fire pits. Couple fire pits, couple picnic tables. This picnic table's got a big old roof. And then in acknowledgement of the fact that everyone's going to wind up washing their clothes in the stream, which is not the water source, they have a couple of clotheslines back behind the shelters. So that's great. You can kind of do your laundry in the stream and hang it up to dry. I didn't do any laundry though because it's a little late in the day. I don't think anything's going to be drying overnight. You can see the bear pole beyond. Anyways, yeah, so today was a pretty good day. I'm not really sure how far it was, but you would have seen at the beginning of the episode, which I'm always kind of jealous about when I make these, that you guys know how far I'm going before I know how far I'm going. But and then I'm not really sure exactly what I plan on doing tomorrow, but go figure. I feel like I say that every single day. So not even sure if I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm probably gonna get like a little snack or something, because that pizza pretty well filled me up. But yeah, I'm gonna turn in for the night. See you all tomorrow.